Alrighty, so for this section, I'm going to talk about hemoglobin function as such. It's within the RBCs, its role is to transfer oxygen, and with low oxygen peripheral in the capillaries, when the oxygen level goes down, in those cases, hemoglobin releases oxygen. And in return, it absorbs carbon dioxide, it binds to it and forms carboaminohemoglobin. This would, the one you see the pictures with nice biconcave structures, those are natural or normal RBCs, and the sickle ones, they are a type of RBC that's called sickle cell anemia RBC, and they are formed because of mutation in the hemoglobin. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's talk about RBC itself. So any given day, 1% of the RBC is being worn out and new is produced in the bone marrow. However, if there is excessive blood loss, in that case, notice the word is erythropoietin. The erythropoietin is a hormone that will trigger RBC production in the bone marrows to the extent of 3 million RBCs per second. Staggering amount. So that the body has its own mechanisms of creating more and fast RBCs. The hemoglobin recycling is a big component of RBC. So as we will discuss in the next part, liver, spleen, and bone marrow are the main areas where the damaged and old RBCs are recycled, and the iron is extracted, and the protein component is basically discarded. Okay. The components that are discarded then become biliverdin and bilirubin, which are excreted through the kidney. Two conditions. Hemoglobinuria is when the hemoglobin breaks down in urine due to excessive hemolysis in the blood, meaning more RBCs are breaking down within the blood cells. And then so you will have this free hemoglobin and all that going into the urine. That should not happen. That's a condition. Hematuria is when red blood cells are released into the urine. So if you have urine with blood in it, it could relate to kidney damage or tissue damage, internal bleeding. Not good. The biliverdin, or the green component that is released, and bilirubin, that yellow component that's released in urine and extracted through the body. If it's excessively yellow, that is because the liver is damaged. So it could relate to jaundice. We will talk about iron recycling in the next video, which is the RBC production video. Essentially, iron cannot be left to its own devices in the blood. It has to be sequestered, it has to be absorbed, else it's going to damage other areas in the body. So they are attached to transferrin protein, and they can be stored as ferritin and hemosiderins. And so with that,